It's 11 p.m. You weren't hungry an hour ago. You brushed your teeth. You promised yourself you wouldn't eat anything else today. And yet, there you are, standing in front of the refrigerator, staring at a piece of cake or a chocolate bar. Or maybe that tub of ice cream hidden in the freezer. You know you shouldn't eat it, but somehow you want it more than anything. Why? Is it really a lack of willpower? Or is something else happening behind the scenes? What if I told you that the craving you're feeling right now may not actually be yours? What if tiny organisms living inside your gut are influencing what you eat? And what if they've been doing it your entire life? Tonight, we're uncovering one of the strangest discoveries in microbiome science: the hidden relationship between your gut bacteria and your late-night sugar cravings. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why resisting sugar can sometimes feel impossible. Let's start with something curious. Most people don't crave broccoli at midnight. Nobody sneaks into the kitchen searching desperately for spinach. Nobody loses control over a bowl of lentils. The cravings almost always involve the same things: sugar, chocolate, cookies, cake, ice cream, highly processed foods. Why? For decades, scientists believed these cravings were simply psychological. Maybe you were stressed, maybe you were bored, maybe you lacked discipline. But over the last few years, researchers have discovered something far more fascinating. Inside your digestive system lives an entire ecosystem: trillions of bacteria, thousands of different species, collectively known as your microbiome. And these microbes are not passive passengers. They're active participants in your biology. They help digest food, train your immune system, produce important chemicals, and surprisingly, they may influence your food preferences. Imagine your gut as a massive city. Some residents thrive on vegetables, some prefer fiber, others love fermented foods, and some, they absolutely love sugar. Every bacterial species needs fuel to survive, just like humans. And when certain bacteria become dominant, they can create conditions that encourage you to eat the foods they prefer. Think of it like this: if millions of sugar-loving microbes suddenly had a vote in your next meal, what do you think they'd choose? A salad or a chocolate cake? Scientists have observed that changes in gut bacteria can alter feeding behavior in animals. And while human behavior is far more complex, evidence suggests that our microbiome may play a role in shaping cravings, appetite, and food choices. Which brings us to an important question: why do these cravings often show up at night? Throughout the day, your brain is busy. You're working, talking, driving, making decisions. Your attention is spread across dozens of tasks. But at night, something changes. Your environment becomes quieter, your energy reserves begin to drop, and your self-control becomes weaker. Researchers call this decision fatigue. The more decisions you make during the day, the harder it becomes to resist temptations later. Now combine that with a microbiome that may already be nudging your food choices. Suddenly, that innocent cookie becomes much harder to ignore. But there's another player involved, one even more powerful than bacteria: your brain's reward system. Every time you eat something sweet, your brain releases dopamine. Dopamine is often called the reward chemical. It creates feelings of pleasure and satisfaction. From an evolutionary perspective, this system helped humans seek out valuable food sources. The problem? Modern desserts were never part of that ancient system. Your ancestors didn't have chocolate lava cake, or triple-layer brownies, or giant tubs of ice cream. Today's sugary foods deliver reward signals far beyond what our brains evolved to handle. And over time, your brain begins to remember. It learns. Sugar equals reward, sugar equals comfort, sugar equals pleasure. So when you're tired, stressed, lonely, or bored, your brain starts searching for the fastest shortcut to feeling better. And sugar often becomes the answer. Now here's where things get really interesting. Your gut and brain are constantly talking to each other through nerves, hormones, immune signals, and chemicals produced by gut microbes. Scientists call this communication network the gut-brain axis. It's sometimes described as a two-way superhighway connecting your digestive system and your brain. When your microbiome is diverse and balanced, this communication tends to support healthier regulation of hunger and appetite. But when that balance is disrupted, things can become more complicated. Certain dietary patterns may encourage the growth of microbes that thrive on highly processed foods. And the more those foods are consumed, the easier it becomes to keep repeating the cycle. Craving, eating, reward, repeat, it's not mind control, but it may be one of many factors influencing behavior. And that's exactly why breaking the cycle can feel so difficult. The good news, your microbiome isn't fixed. It's constantly changing. Every meal is a message. Every food choice helps shape the ecosystem living inside you. If you want fewer sugar cravings, researchers often recommend focusing on the foods that support microbial diversity. Foods rich in fiber, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, fermented foods. These foods nourish many beneficial gut microbes, and over time they may help create a healthier microbial balance. Sleep also matters. Poor sleep can increase cravings for highly rewarding foods. Stress management matters too, because stress can push your brain toward quick sources of comfort and reward. And perhaps most importantly, don't rely on willpower alone. Design your environment. If cookies aren't in the kitchen, they're much harder to eat. If fruit is visible and convenient, you're more likely to choose it. Small changes create powerful results over time. So the next time you find yourself standing in front of the refrigerator late at night, remember this. The craving you're experiencing may be influenced by far more than hunger. Your brain is involved, your habits are involved, your environment is involved. And yes, your microbiome may be part of the story too. Inside your gut lives an entire world, a world that's helping shape your health every single day. And the more we learn about that hidden world, the more we realize that understanding ourselves starts with understanding the trillions of tiny organisms living within us. If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden science of the human gut, subscribe to Gut Tales Animated. Because every week, we uncover another fascinating story happening inside you right now.